Hi guys, welcome to a new YouTube video, and this is going to be a very short video about my SaaS, 1 year of making my SaaS, so you're going to get the whole timeline. So let's get right into it. Everything started in April last year. So yeah, we just started by making a call on a meeting, Google Meets, and so Denis, one of my co-founders, pitched us the idea, which was a SaaS for his industry, the building industry, a niche in the building industry. And so he asked us to join him on this endeavor to make a SaaS. So we were supposed to code and design the SaaS, and he was going to help us sell it because he had the vision, he had the idea, and the network with it. So everything started in April. I worked on this project in full time because I didn't have school at the time. And so I started with no code tools to go faster. So Flow for the front end, and for the back end, Bullship. I don't know if you know about Bullship. Bullship is like a node editor tool for backend. So it's like low code tool. So in April I was alone, and it started to get very hard because it's hard to motivate yourself when you're coding and doing everything by yourself. And also I did have very few knowledge. I didn't code a lot of things by the past, so even though I was using mostly low code tools, some features needed more code, and I wasn't feeling great alone on this. So Ayub, one of my co-founders, also joined here and really helped me. He was one of my friends. He was in same school than me. But the issue in May, the big issue in May was I had an internship in Switzerland. And the issue with this internship is that I was working all day on this internship in a marketing company. It wasn't very interesting. And I was working all day on the internship and all night on my Hexagon SaaS project, which is called Hexagon. So needless to say that after 1 month, I was in, I don't know, I was depressed, something. I was very, very, very tired. And I told my boss, I want to quit. I want to work on my project because I don't have the energy to do both things at the same time. And my boss was very comprehensible, and thanks to him, I could just work on my SaaS, and that's what I did. So I broke the 7 month contract I had with him. I think it was the best decision of my life. Just breaking this contract and working just on my project, and going against everything that everybody told me. No, you should not do this and everything. I just broke this and did what I wanted to, and it was a very good decision. So from this point on, I've never stopped being full time on my project. So yeah, it's the best feeling ever to work for yourself. So yeah, this was then the end of the year. So we were coding with Ayub. In July, we decided to switch the back end to Python because the no code tool we were using was starting to get laggy and messy. So I think the no code tools are good for prototyping, but at this point it was starting to have weird errors and we couldn't tell why. So we decided to put all the backend to GitHub and Python to make it safer and more stable. And we did the same for the front end. We switched the front end from Flow to React. So I learned React at the same time. And I used this time to rework the entire design language. So it's the first time of my life that I don't take any holidays in August, sorry. And it was a very good decision because it really helped the project to work, to move forward very fast. What happened next is yes, I made a mobile app in September for the same project, but it was another part of the package we were going to sell. And then in October, we started to talk with one of the big player in the niche. So it was is a software. They have a software that everybody in the niche is using, and they were interested by us, and so we managed to sign a deal with them. And so we were now partners, and they were going to talk about us and promote our tool to all the clients they had in exchange for commissions. So it was a huge, huge boost for us because it meant that the acquisition, which is the hardest part in a SaaS. So it's not very hard to develop and code something, but it's very hard to sell it to people. And so they were going to help us sell it by promoting our tool and giving us the credibility we needed. So it was a huge month for Hexagon. Then, very recently, we started to work on the acquisition because the tool is very easy to sell because it has a lot of tools, it has a lot of features, and so it's really good. The tool itself is very good, and Denis and Denis' clients and team are already using it. And I've been using it for now 7 months. So for 7 months, we had continuous feedback, and we could iterate very fast on this tool. And so now, after 7 months of working hard and making the tool as good as possible and listening to all the feedback, we are convinced it's very good and it's easy to sell because it has all of these features. And so now we need to focus on acquisition and the market. And so we sent an email to all the people that are in the market, and 4 people were interested by it. So it was the first contact. So 4 people, over 400 people contacted is not a lot. It's only 1%, but it's a lot because they didn't heard about us before. And so 4 people answered, and we called them last week, and they are interested, and they want to do a demo call. So they want us to present the solution. So next week is going to be very interesting because we're going to have the first demo calls of Hexagon to potential clients. So I'll keep you updated about what's happening next, because this is going to most important to be the most interesting part about this SaaS. Is it going to sell well? How much money are we going to make in the next month? And I'm very hyped for this. And yeah, that was it. That was the very fast 1 year review of everything that happened to me in the last year. Thank you guys. See you in the next video.